Hello again, everyone. Michael here with Felicity, November 8033 Foxtrot, Cessna flight training device that I built right here at home. Hello again, everyone. We are on the ground here at Long Island, MacArthur. Just gonna do a couple in the pattern, taking wind into account. I'm gonna work on trying to square off the patterns and make them a bit more rectangular than oval and kind of cattywaller. I'm finding that I'm having a difficult time maintaining a square pattern with wind. So I'm just going to kind of work on wind factor, taking that into account, types of headings we need to fly to remain parallel with the runway on the downwind, things like that. So that's kind of the plan. We're going to do a couple in the pattern at MacArthur, and then head on over to the Boston ARTCC and see if we can't grab Wings IFR-8 this evening as well. It's kind of the plan I've come up with. Duffy Fluffy, hello, welcome, pleasure to have you. Hope everyone's going all right. WestJet, hello, welcome. I was just talking about what our flight plan was. Going to be doing some pattern work here at Long Island, then going for Boston Virtual Wings IFR-8. So it's going pretty good, Duffy Fluffy. Thank you for asking. I hope you've had a decent couple of days as well. So we're not going to talk a whole lot right now. So we're just going to go do a couple in the pattern, and then we'll come back here to the FBO, and we will talk about Wings IFR-8 and the flight plan and the routing and what we're going to do if we go missed, things like that. Duffy Fluffy, I am sorry that your days have been stressful. Hopefully things get better for you there. Oh, been moving. I see. Let's see. There it is. There's my chat overlay. That's what I was looking for there. Okay. Tell you what. Let me just. Okay. Lock that and move this over here. Hello, N8033F pilot. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Okay, that ought to work right there. So I hope everyone's had a decent day and decent few days since we flew last. And excellent VFR wings flights on Boston Virtual as well. Which number are you on? I think there's 6 of them. Hi. So yeah, we'll just head over to the aircraft. Like I said, we'll do a couple in a pattern, and then we'll debrief and talk about Wings IFR-8. So I will see you at the aircraft momentarily. Alright, I do apologize for keeping everyone waiting there. Welcome aboard, Felicity. Glad you found the aircraft alright. Bear with me just a second while I get my headset untangled. Okay. We are on the ground here at MacArthur, Long Island, and of course I forgot my EFB back at the FBO. I will be right back. Alright. The sun is starting to set already. Let me wind this back just a little bit here. Gives us a little bit more daytime VFR. So we're going to do a couple in the pattern here at MacArthur, and then head on over to the Boston area and go for our wings IFR-8. Let's go ahead and discuss our weight balance and fuel real quick. You and I on board with our gear and fully fueled gives us a total weight of 2,073 pounds and a gross weight of 2,300. Flight time 5 hours and 46 minutes. Gives us plenty for here in the pattern. And we know that we need at least a half-hour extra fuel when VFR heading to our whatever destination we might have. But here in the pattern, we got plenty. And weather, we will get that here momentarily. Okay. First things first, let's go ahead and connect to our VATSIM network, and we will get our pertinent frequencies for the location that we're at. Okay. ATIS 120.725. Ground 135.3. And tower 121.9er. That is all that we're going to need. We are not going to be departing the airfield here. Unless for some reason our pattern work's going to be denied, then we'll head straight to Boston. I'm not sure how busy the airspace is currently. Let's see if our traffic overlay is on. There it is. Okay, so we got a couple down here on the ground. It shouldn't be a factor for pattern work, though. They're probably all departing the area. Okay. First things first, let's do our exterior walk around. And let's take a look at the big picture here. As we're walking up, we're gonna take a look at our tires. We don't see any flat tires, we don't see any fluids leaking out. Okay. Baggage door is secure. And
flight controls real quick. Rudder. Ailerons are working. And flaps going down. Alright, all of our heim joints are tight. And our control rods are tight. Our exhaust is secure. All of the rivets appear to be in place. We didn't come up with any water when we sumped our fuel, so that's always a plus. That's one thing we forgot. Let's go ahead and check our lights real quick. Beacon, taxi, landing, green on the right, strobe's working, red on the left, strobe's working. Alright, this should be fun. Okay. Exterior walk around, all of our flight controls and surfaces look good. All of our control rods and control surfaces and rivets and screws, nothing out of the ordinary. Exterior walk around's good. During the duration of the flight, I will ask that you please go ahead and keep your seatbelt fastened. It's not a very large aircraft. There's really no need to take it off. However, if you get uncomfortable, please go ahead and let me know. That way we can go ahead and terminate the flight. Let's move along here and grab our Hobbs and tack time, which I got 2565.1. And our tack time is 79.7. Okay. Circuit breakers are all in, and alternate static air. Let's go ahead and check that. A little bit of our drop there in our VSI. Okay. We're going to move right along to our start checklist. Seat track. I already scooted myself up here when we were doing our exterior walk around. Alright. Flight controls. That feels good. I can reach the pedals. I can reach the yoke. Avionics are off. Our autopilot is off. Carb heat is off. While I'm here, let me grab the key. And mixture is going to go full rich. Prop is high. And I'm going to go slight on the throttle. It hasn't been started. When did we fly last? It's Tuesday, probably 3 days or so. So we'll give it about 4 on the primer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, primer is in and locked. Okay, brakes are on. Master's going on. Beacon on. Clear prop. Looks clear on the left. Clear on the right. Clear up front. Okay, and mags to start. Right, we do have engine rotation. Oil pressure's in the green. It is 1 degree Celsius. We're going to hang out here for a few minutes, wait for our oil temperature to come up before we do much of anything. Meanwhile, let's turn our landing line on for safety. And that essentially is going to complete our start checklist, and we'll move right along here to our pre-taxi checklist. Seat belts, I'll get mine on in a minute. Thank you for having yours on already. Please go ahead and just give that a good tug for me. Alright, thank you. Let's secure it there. Okay, let's get our avionics on. Let's turn the heater on. It's gonna be kind of cold. Okay. Altimeter. We're not gonna get any of that until we get our weather. And our local weather ATIS frequency is 120.725. I'm gonna try and grab it on COM 2. Negative. Negative ATIS. Let's double check that frequency. One two zero point seven two zero. That's our issue.
Kilo India Sierra Papa Airport information Foxtrot 0056
Kilo India Sierra Papa Airport information Golf.
Let's see here. 120.720. 120.720. I've got 725.
Kilo India Sierra Papa Airport information.
One two zero point seven two zero. I can dial 725. But I would imagine that's still grab. That's alright. 120.720. That's what I'm on. Alright, we're gonna try weather from a different source. It's gonna be the same information. It's not gonna be able to provide the ATIS
Kilo
code.
India Sierra Papa Airport information India 0056 Zulu weather wind calm visibility 10 sky condition few clouds at 3000 temperature 1 dew point -2 altimeter 3048 advise on initial contact you have information India.
India is not gonna be relevant. It's not gonna be the same code they're gonna have.
Kilo
Let's see. 3048 is our altimeter. And that puts our field elevation right about 1,000 feet or so. I'm sorry, 100 feet. And Long Island's at 99 feet. So we do have accurate weather information there. Winds are calm, 10-mile visibility, few clouds at 13,000 feet. Temperature 1, that confirms there. Dew point -2, 3048. Okay. Oil temperature still coming up. Alright. So while we're here, let's set our heading indicator to compass. And get ground frequency dialed up on 135.3. And we'll get tower on standby.
You can contact tower 119.3 for departure. Cross 33 left and over to tower, helicopter 149.
121.9er. Got tower on standby. Let's try this ATIS one more time before I make a call. Alright, that's a negative on VATSIM provided ATIS. That's alright. Transponder. VFR mode Charlie. Okay, parking brake on. I need to step out for just a second, and I will be right back. I do apologize. Brendan, hello, my friend. Welcome, pleasure. I hope you are doing well and feeling well. Alright, let's just scoot it back up here. Let me go ahead and get my seatbelt on and fastened now. And get the knee board back on here. And we'll contact ground. What do they call this here? Is it MacArthur ground, Long Island ground? Let's see here. Long Island ground. Long Island ground, November 8033 Foxtrot.
November 8033 Foxtrot, Long Island ground.
Good evening, over here at the West Ramp, type 172 slant golf. We would like closed traffic, requesting 33 right and local weather on board, negative on the natives.
November 8033 Foxtrot, roger, runway 33 right, taxi via Whiskey, hold short runway 24.
33 right via Whiskey, hold short runway 24, 8033 Foxtrot. Whiskey, okay. Hold short of 24, okay. So I'm gonna head south on Whiskey. Okay. Parking brake off. Just watch this fuel truck here. I think we're gonna have to go to the right. And then to the right again. Let's get that line underneath of our right knee. That essentially puts our nose wheel on the center line there. Let's turn our taxi light on, and we're going to turn our nav lights on. We're going to turn our nav lights on because my ADS-B is tied into my nav lights. We were cleared to cross and taxi via Whiskey.
November 8033 Foxtrot, you're cleared cross runway 24. Continue your taxi at 33 right via Alpha Sierra.
Clear cross 24, continue taxi Alpha Sierra at 33 right, 8033 Foxtrot. Alpha Sierra. So essentially where it triangles at near the end, we're gonna make a left. We were cleared to cross 24. Slow this down here just a little bit. cleared to cross, but still gonna look. Alright, we got a couple, we got a fuel truck, looks like a baggage truck, straight ahead. Let's keep an eye on them. Let's see, anything else going on over here? No, don't see any traffic, alright. Oh, got a helicopter up there. We're gonna go down here, 33 right, and do a quick run up. It's a relatively short runway. Should be a pretty fun challenge. So our winds were calm, so we're not really gonna have much wind factor to take into account there when we do our patterns. So they might turn up. They might actually turn out to be more rectangular, easier than I had planned on them. We'll see.
November 8033 Foxtrot, contact Long Island Tower, 119.3 for departure.
Over to Tower 8033 Foxtrot. Thank you for your service. Good evening. 33 left. I'm assuming this is my hold short line. Yeah, I'm assuming so.
Yeah, American 257, runway 13, correction. Runway 13 right, taxi via right Alpha. Join Quebec, Papa Foxtrot.
.3. What? I thought I would. I could have swore I had the right frequency wrote down. Unless 119.3. Long Island Tower, November 8033 Foxtrot, holding short, 33 right, close traffic.
Cessna 8033 Foxtrot, you can cross the approach end at 33 left there, runway 33 right, make right, close traffic, wind calm, clear for takeoff.
Right, close traffic, 33 right, clear for takeoff, 8033 Foxtrot.
Helicopter 1419, just extend your downwind about a mile. There's going to be Cessna 172 traffic departing ahead of you, wind calm, runway 33 right, clear touch and go. Clear to touch and go after the departing traffic, helicopter 1419 there, I'll extend downwind. Eat.
Alright.
This is an all virtual USA flying club frequency right now.
Alright, probably should have done this already. We're gonna expedite this real quick. Brakes on, 1700. Left mag drop, right mag drop. Carb heat, there's our drop. Cycle the prop, there's a good drop there. Fuels on both trims. Set forward, take off. Okay, I think we're good to go. Yeah, it was a pretty quick run up. Flight controls we checked earlier. Alright. And got a helicopter in the downwind. He's coming into final, so we're not gonna dilly-dally. Clearly we're gonna lollygag. Alright, here's our runway. Okay. For Rich, props in, carb heat off, full power. Rudder for center. Here we go. Strobes going on. Right rudder. Airspeed alive. It's about to brake. There it is. Positive brake. Hit the brakes. Stop those wheels from turning. Climb out at VY. I'm gonna say 800. We're gonna make our right crosswind. That's gonna put a 700 AGL. Alright, there's 800. Make a crosswind. And pattern's probably going to be 1100, I would imagine. We were runway 33. Let's get my heading indicator there, heading bug there. 1100, level off, power back. Alright, there's our crosswind. And then let's roll into a downwind. Okay. We are right about midfield.
Cessna 8033 Foxtrot, wind calm, runway 33 right, clear, touching up.
33 right, clear, touch and go, 8033 Foxtrot. There's our 45. Alright. Show time. Power back. Carb heat on. Let's capture 80. Let's make our base. Let's just maintain this 80. Okay. Power back some more. Give me flaps 2. Let's roll into our final here. Let's maintain this 80. Flaps 3.
Helicopter 1419, runway 33 right, clear, touching you.
Clear, touch and go 33 right, helicopter 1419 now.
Alright, let's hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Flaps up, full power. your speed, rotate. Positive rate, hit the brakes. Climb out VY. $700, crosswind. Carpet off because I forgot to turn it off on my ascent back up. There's our crosswind. Need about another 100 feet, we'll level off. Alright, pattern altitude. Roll into that downwind. Pull this power back. Slow our speed up here in the pattern, don't need to be going so fast. Right, here's our downwind, let's roll out. Looks good there. Well, gentlemen, thank you for those predictions. Alright, we're up midfield. We're almost to be in the numbers, almost showtime. And here we go. Alright, power back, carpet on. Let's capture 80.
Remember, 33 Foxtrot, only 33 right, clear for the option, or clear touch and go.
33 right, clear touch and go, 33 Foxtrot. Flaps 10. Alright, let's make our crosswind. I'm sorry, our right base. I was a little bit hot coming into that last one, so I'm going to slow my speed up just a little bit more. We got a short runway, and I will maintain our speed with our power. Okay. We're on a right base. Let's roll into our final approach. Let's keep this power in just a bit. There she is. Let's pitch for airspeed, power for altitude.
Helicopter 1419, runway 3 right, clear touch and go.
Much, much better here.
Clear touch and go 33 right, helicopter 149er.
Alright.
ISP Tower, Delta 6019 Delta, 6 miles to the
Hold it.
southeast or
There she is.
southwest. Request
Pops up.
restricted.
Full power.
So 6059 Delta. I can give you 33 left if you want.
And rotate.
I'll take
Hit the
it.
brakes. Positive rate.
6059 Delta, left downwind 33 left.
Up downwind, 33 left, 6059 Delta.
Climb out at VY. Field elevation is 100. We'll make our crosswind at 800 AGL. I'm sorry. 700 AGL, 800 MSL. Alright, there she is. Let's roll into our right crosswind. We're still going to climb up to about 1100. Let's roll out on our crosswind. There's a TPA. Power back. Let's power back and level off here. to a downwind. We want to stay at TPA at altitude 1100. There's our downwind.
Cessna 6059 Delta, wind calm, runway 33 left, clear to land. There will be traffic in the pattern for runway 33 right.
Actually, if able, can I get 33 right as opposed to Holbrook?
Six 6059 Delta, roger. Alright, in that case, enter left downwind for runway 33 right.
Alright, left downwind, 33 right, 6059 Delta.
Alright, midfield.
And 6059 Delta, you're looking for traffic at Cessna 172. He's going to be at your 10 to 11 o'clock and 3 miles at 1,100.
There's our,
Alright, looking for the traffic, 6059 Delta.
beam the numbers. Power back, carpet on. And give me flaps 10.
8033 Foxtrot, 133 right, clear touch and go.
33 right, clear touch and go, November 8033 Foxtrot.
6059 Delta, up down the traffic zone.
There's our 45.
6059 Delta, number 2 behind that Cessna 172, wind calm, runway 33 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 50 right, 6059 Delta.
Alright, where's that traffic? Where's that traffic? Alright, there's that traffic. Long line tower 8033 Fox, so we do have that other traffic in sight.
You're number 1.
Flaps 2. Power back. Carpet on. Overshot just a little bit, let's slip it down in there. Flaps 3.
Helicopter 1419, you're going to be looking for the second 172 that's joining a 2-mile final.
Sure, I can send helicopter 1419er.
Helicopter 1419, you're number 3, runway 33
Oh,
right.
we just
clear
ballooned
touch
up
and go.
there, we
That
didn't want to
traffic
do
is full
that.
stop.
Well, we're still alright.
Touch and go
Flaps up,
33
full
right,
power.
number 3, and we'll
Weather for center.
extend our downwind.
Airspeed's
helicopter
alive.
1419er.
Rotate. Hit the brakes. Okay. Again at 800, we're going to make our crosswind. There we are. Make our right crosswind. We're going to continue our climb up to 1100.
6059 Delta, welcome back. You can make the left turn onto Echo, please, and contact ground on 135.3.
Tower 6059 Delta, can we back taxi to hotel?
Unfortunately, I do have that traffic on a mile final. Can't do that for you tonight. Left on Echo, ground 135.3.
Alright, left on Echo and over to ground 6059 Delta. Thanks.
Power back. And roll into downwind. Probably going to have to make this one our last stop so we have time to head over to Boston and grab that wing's IFR-8 rating. So we're going to see if we can butter this one in there. Okay, I'm beating the numbers. Power back, carb heat on. Flaps 10, pitch for 80. There's our 45. Let's make our right base. Now we hadn't gotten our clearance yet. Long Island Tower, November 833 Foxtrot, confirm cleared for the option 33 right.
8033 Foxtrot, runway 33 right, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go 33 right, and this next one is going to be our last one.
Sit.
Okay. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Bleed that airspeed off. Don't land the airplane, don't land the airplane, don't land the airplane. Great landing of the airplane. Flaps up, full power.
Remember 1419, wind calm, runway 33 right, clear touch and go.
Rotate. Positive
System
route.
33 right, helicopter 149.
Hit the brakes, stop those wheels. Climb out at VY, carb heat off. JPC wins that one. Alright, there's 800 to make our right crosswind. To a TPA of 1100 feet. There she is. Let's level off here, power back. And here's our crosswind. Okay. Just pull some of that power out, don't need to go so fast. Roll on to our downwind. Let's maintain that 1100.
Cessna 8033 Foxtrot, wind calm, runway 33 right, clear to land.
33 right, clear to land, Cessna 8033 Foxtrot. Now, what do I have here? We've got looks like an intersecting taxiway there that I can possibly stop before. Because this runway is going to dead end to another runway. Okay. Alright, being the numbers, show time, power back, carb heat on, 1500, me flaps 10, capture 80. There's our 45. Let's roll into our right base.
Sub Tower, howdy, November 8 Lima Alpha, LS 24.
Number 87 Lima Alpha, Long Island Tower, good evening. Wind calm, runway 24, clear to land.
24, clear to land, Lima Alpha.
Sub Tower, Walker 2464, visual 33 left, request a side step across the threshold for helipad Charlie, please.
Walker 2464, Long Island Tower, good evening. The wind is calm. Your side step to helipad is approved. You're clear to land on the Charlie helipad.
Sidestep to helipad Charlie approved. Walker 2464, thank you.
Let's see, can I stick it down before that taxiway there?
Helicopter 1419, extend your downwind, I'll call your base for landing traffic on the crossing runway.
Extend downwind, you call my base, helicopter 1419er.
Let's see if we can do this. Hold the airspeed. Hold it, hold it.
A helicopter at tilt rotor and an aircraft
Lead
joining
that off.
the islip final.
There we go.
All part of the fun.
Oh. Alright, so that's gonna be Echo.
8033 Foxtrot, you can make the left turn onto Echo, hold short at 33 left.
Left on Echo, hold short 33 left, 8033 Foxtrot.
You want to taxi all the way back to Hawthorne, or you want something closer, Mike?
We'll just take the closest GA.
You can cross 33 left on Echo, Bravo 4, Sierra, you're going to hold short at Charlie for a landing helicopter.
Cross 33 left on Echo, Bravo 4, hold short of Sierra 8033 Foxtrot.
Walker 2464, you are going to have Cessna traffic on taxiway Sierra short of Charlie. Should be clear the helipad for you.
Roger, we'll keep our eye out for that traffic. Walker 2464, thank you.
You. 1419, you can turn your base. Runway 33 right, clear for the option.
33 right, clear for the option, helicopter 1419er.
2464, additional traffic set at 12 o'clock and 4 miles, a helicopter at 800
we were
feet. Joining the final for
cross.
33 right.
We have that traffic in sight, Walker 2464.
We were cleared to cross, then we're gonna go to Bravo 4 and hang out there.
On a Jet 7 Lima Alpha, welcome to Long Island, MacArthur. Where are you parking?
Closest GA for Selling Alpha, left or right?
Need left turn whiskey and Alpha to New York Jet. Have a good one.
Left on whiskey and over to New York Jet, settling now. Thanks for service.
You?
Alright, we weren't cleared past Bravo 4.
Tell you what, it's 8033 Foxtrot. If you taxi quick, you can taxi Sierra to shelter. You should be ahead of the helicopter coming in, man.
Sierra straight ahead, 8033 Foxtrot. Thank you for your service and have a great evening.
Take it easy, man.
Carpet off. Let's make it quick right over here. And we're gonna go right over here. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and secure our aircraft. We'll take a quick brief intermission. We'll get us set up for Boston Virtual Wings IFR-8. Parking brake on, flaps going up, avionics going off, all of our lights going off, mixture to lean, maxed off and mastered off. There we are. I need to disconnect from VATSIM while we load up into another location there. Okay, so I'm going to take a short intermission, get things switched over, and I will see you back at the FBO. We'll discuss our routing and the flight for Wings IFR-8.
All right, hello again. Couple in the pattern at Long Island MacArthur. So let's go ahead and discuss what we're gonna do next. Boston Virtual Wings IFR-8. I went ahead and pulled up the standards here of what we're gonna be doing, and it looks like we're going to be departing from Hartford Brainerd, which is where our Wings IFR-7 ended us at on Tuesday. I think Tuesday we grabbed that. Hartford Brainerd, and destination is going to be, let's see, Lima Charlie India. I am unfamiliar with it. And we're going to, if you've survived thus far, blah, yes. This flight will take you from Hartford to Laconia Airport, where you will fly the full ILS runway 8 approach beginning from Concord VOR. Okay. Looks pretty straightforward. Doesn't look like there's going to be any reversals or procedure turns. Let's go ahead and take a look at our route here and see what we can come up with. Routes. Doesn't look like there's a... Is there going to be a tech route available? Let's just see if there's a tech route available. I don't know if there will be. So we're HFD LCI. So on the tech route, FIA tech route advisor webpage, we eliminate the prefix in K. So we don't have a tech route that we can use, which is fine. So what route do we want to use? We can use, let's see, did I miss something here? Which, it referenced a VOR. Okay. Does it, let me see if there's a particular route they want us to use. Okay. So the only thing that they're specifying is to fly the full ILS 8 approach from Concord VOR. So let's see, do any of our routes? Hey, how about that one? This one includes the Gardner and the Concord VOR piston aircraft. I think this route will suit our needs just fine, and it's almost direct. JPC, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate those bits. Cheered with 100 bits, thank you. Okay, let's see, let's go ahead and pack for this route real quick, and then we'll go ahead and we will talk about the ILS 8 approach, what the requirements are going to be, what our MBAs are going to be, and what we're going to do if we're going to miss it. And then before we actually get to the airport, we'll probably go ahead and take a look at our approach plate again, just to kind of refresh our memory. Let me grab some paper here so I can make some notes. I want to thank everyone for coming in this evening, hanging out. Greatly appreciate it. And our procedure is going to be the ILS 08. And we're from... there we go. Yep, that'll work just fine. So how would we identify D-Vanny? How are we going to locate D-Vanny if we're using VOR and VOR? we could fly east and intercept the 053 radial, and then track that outbound from the Hartford VOR. Probably about 17 miles or so. So we could do that. So if we're approximately, I don't see the DME marking on here, but if we're about 17 miles out from the Hartford VOR on the 053 radial, that should put us directly over our D-Vanny. But we may GPS this. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But it looks like a pretty straightforward route. So our route string is going to be D-Vanny, and then the Gardner VOR, and then CON. Yeah. So let me just write this down real quick. So we are HFD to LCI via Melvin Leroy. Hello, hello, hello. Sorry I didn't see your message there earlier. Welcome, welcome. You can use the Norwich VOR to identify D-Vanny. Let's take a look here. DreamNet, hello. How are you? Okay, so there's the Putnam VOR. Let me find this Norwich VOR real quick. There it is. Okay. Look at that. So it's got an intersecting. So I could use those two intersecting radials to identify D-Vanny. Hello, hello, welcome. So if we are tracking out the 053 radial up the Hartford VOR, and we intercept the 337 radial from the Norwich VOR, then once both needles are centered, that would identify D-Vanny. That puts us at a VOR cross, and then we would know our we would be able to identify D-Vanny that way. So let's try that, and then yeah, from there we're VOR to essentially VOR to the IAF. Yeah, it should be pretty straightforward. So let me just write down this route string real quick so that I can put that in. All Victor Airways are defined by VORs. Okay. So that being said, okay, so then the Victor 1 airway. Okay, good to know. Always learning something. There's always a way to find a fix with VORs. Okay. So I should be able... I may just have to find a line and follow it to a VOR. The blue T routes. Okay. The T routes are GPS only. Okay. The V routes, which I'm assuming are the V numbers, the black, the bold black, this like this Victor 1, would be a VOR. Okay, okay. I'm following it now. So if I wanted to identify this Graham, Graym fix, I could follow the V1 for 36 DME from Hartford. And then I would have VOR2 tuned or dialed in at 268 from the Boston VOR. So then I would be able to identify Graham that way if I wanted to identify Graham. Cool. Alright. So, root string. Vanny. So let me write down Hartford is 114.9. And then Norwich 110.0, and that's ORW 110.0. Okay, and then the Gardner VOR we'll write down 110.6. And the CON VOR 112.9er. And let's write down our localizer frequency for our ILS approach into runway 8. And that is 108.5. The Concorde is going to be our initial approach fix on this approach. Let's confirm this real quick. No. Yes. So from first approach fix to our missed approach point, we've got 7.9 miles. And in our aircraft, you know, if we're going to use a, you know, type A, we're going to want to make that approach at 60 knots. And, you know, if we were timing this, we'd put we'd watch out for 7 minutes and 54 seconds. And if we didn't have it by then, we'd have to go missed. But, you know, it's clear I don't foresee a reason that we would have to miss this approach. But if we did have to, I do want to at least be prepared. So we would make a climb to 1,150, then left climbing turn to 5,000 on the 264 heading from the ENE VOR. Missed approach requires a minimum climb of 295 feet per nautical mile to 1,500 feet. Good point, Dream Nid. Perhaps we'll use Type B. We'll use aircraft Type B and make that approach at 90 knots. To which case, we would watch out for 5 minutes and 16 seconds. I think that's all we're gonna need. We've got our root string, we've got our VOR frequencies, we've got our ILS frequency. 90 knots is still A. Okay, yep, it's just not listed over here. It's listed over here. Okay. See, climb to the left there. So this is going to be decision altitude. Drew Millhouse, hello, hello, welcome. Just pre-flighting and flight planning our Boston Virtual Wings IFR-8. I think we're good. I think we've got enough information.
I'd love to help you find information. What are you looking for?
Sometimes Google is freaky. Okay, let's head to the aircraft. So if we get a direct to, we'll just have to accommodate for that. But we're gonna try and do it slant alpha today. So from Devani, oh, actually we'd that's a blue line, so we'd probably have to use. Oh, let's see. No, we should still be able to do that. So it looks like we got 43. You can fly at slant alpha, but you can't file it. Okay. So I file at slant golf, and if I fly at slant alpha, no harm, no foul. I've got the GPS as backup if need be. Right, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. My root string is gonna be DVANI, then GDM, and then the CON-VOR. Okay. Alright, that ought to work. That means you can't use MEA from the airway. You gotta use the area minimum altitude over whatever it's called, the beige numbers. Okay, so 4,900. Okay, and so if I filed 6,000, we should be all right. 42, 27. Yeah, 6,000 ought to get us there just fine, I would imagine. All right, let's do this. I will see you all over at the aircraft.
Alright, hello again everyone. Glad to see you found the aircraft alright. Let me check a couple things here real quick. Are we already connected? We are connected to VATSIM. Should have plenty of coverage for our wings flight, so that shouldn't be a factor. So let's go ahead and file our flight plan on the VATSIM network. Does it get hot in here? It does on occasion. I do have a couple of fans going on, but it's not awful. Okay. JPC, thank you so much, and thanks for coming in today. Greatly appreciate it. Call sign November 8033 Foxtrot. We're going to be IFR. Going to be type 172. Lightweight category. Slant Golf is our equipment. Our departure is Kilo Hotel Foxtrot Delta. And our arrival is Kilo Lima Charlie India. I'm not going to worry about an alternate. Well, I'm going to put one in there just in case. What can we use as an alternate? Lebanon, that looks good. Off block time 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. We'll just call it 0225. Altitude 6,000 feet. Airspeed, we're going to make about probably 130-ish. En route time is, we'll say, an hour and 20 minutes. And our fuel endurance, we have 5 hours and 45 minutes of fuel on board. And our route details, our string is going to be DVANY, and then the Garner VOR, and then the Concorde VOR. And then should be about it. We'll put some remarks in here. Wings IFR-8. Oh. 8. Thank you. Let's confirm this flight plan looks good. Call sign's correct. IFR. Aircraft type's correct. Slant Golf. Departure, arrival looks good. Got an alternate in there. Off block time, altitude. Let's confirm our route string. Okay, that looks good there. Let's file this flight plan. And get things started up. I am going to expedite this startup. Let's get scooted up here. Okay. Master, beacon, clear prop. Let's clear in the left, clear in the right. We just flew a little bit ago, so I shouldn't have to prime it at all. And okay, mixture's going full rich. Carb heat's off, fuel's on both. Clear. Mags to start. for safety. And let's get our avionics on. Let's get our heading indicator to compass set and grab some frequencies. Okay. First off, who is our Boston approach? Okay, Boston approach. Which Boston approach are we gonna talk to here? Boston, one approach. So we're just gonna have LGA. Boston 4, Boston 3. You know, it's honestly going to be a guessing game as to which approach controller is going to be responsible for our... So we're just going to try number 1, and worst case scenario it's going to tell us to contact a different one. 119.650. .650, and that confirms. So where's our Hartford VOR? 114.9. That's already on there. Let's see if that's operational. Okay, that one's identifying correctly. And are we gonna be able to pick up the Norwich VOR from here? Norwich. 110. 110.0. No, not yet. Which is 110.0. Let me just see what X-Plane has that VOR listed as. 110.0, okay. So that frequency confirms. So I'm going to put the Garner and the Hartford VOR in nav1, and I'm gonna have the Norwich VOR in nav2 on 110.0 and Hartford 114.9er. Okay. So from here it says we would need to fly a heading of, just to kind of confirm it's grabbing it. Well, looks like it's gonna want us to head on a heading of 160 to get there. So that's right. But we're gonna be tracking that outbound. And let's grab some weather. We don't have a local ATIS on here, so let's just do this.
Kilo Hotel Foxtrot Delta Airport Information Oscar 0153 Zulu Weather Wind 183 at 4 Visibility 10 Sky Clear Temperature 4 Dew Point -1 Altimeter 3046 Advise on initial contact. You have information Oscar.
Altimeter 3046. Does that
Kilo
match our field elevation here? 18 feet. Yep, looks good there. Hopefully I'm only going to have to say this once. Worst case scenario, I'm going to have to say this twice. Hopefully no more than twice. But we're just going to... Let's see here. Actually, I might have been... Okay. So I was looking at our ILS approach plate when I was looking at our controller. I need to look at our departure airport, and it has Yankee approach, Yankee departure, which I don't see listed anywhere. Yankee. So we're probably just gonna have to go above to Boston Center. One 126.225.
Boston Center, Pilot Club 314, flight level 400.
Club 314, Boston Center, good evening.
And where are we going?
9723, contact Boston Center 13217.
Could you please say again for American 9723, 132.7?
132.75. Actually, sorry. No, you're reading the Boston guy. It's the New York guy. 13217.
Okay, contact New York Center at 132.17. American 9723, thank you so much.
Boston Center, good evening, WestJet 7913, with you, flight level 330 to 350.
That's just 2913 Boston Center, good evening, descend and maintain for level 330.
Confirm flight level 330 for WestJet 7913.
Yes, sir.
Descend now for 230 WestJet 7913.
Boston Center, November 8033 Foxtrot. We're on the ground at Brainerd, looking for wings IFR-8, IFR to Laconia. I've got local weather on board.
8033 Foxtrot, I think there's a Bradley approach on.
Roger, thank you, 8033 Foxtrot.
At flight level 300, flight level 360.
And that is a caveat. Let's see here.
339 Boston Clement, Sanville 360.
So, and I've got Yankee approach.
399 Clement, Sanville 360.
So, Bradley. 123.950. Let's try this one. Let's give it a minute, make sure it's clear. Bradley approach, November 8033 Foxtrot. We're on the ground at Brainerd, requesting wings IFR-8, IFR to Laconia. I've got local weather on board.
Bradley approach, November 221 Tango Bravo, 1000, crossing over Madison.
It's not terribly far away. Should have been able to hear me.
November 221 Tango Bravo, Bradley.
Or 1 Tango Bravo, Bradley approach, go ahead.
November 221 Tango Bravo, Bradley. Understand you hear me? Can you try again?
Roger, I do hear you, but there's like an ATIS playing in the background. That information Foxtrot just keeps playing over and over, like very faintly, for some reason.
November 221 Tango Bravo, thanks, I have you now. Sorry, it was a bit of an audio issue on my end. Fly heading 360, vectors ILS runway 24, approach Bradley, altimeter is 3044.
Heading 360, vectors for ILS 24 approach for 1 Tango Bravo.
And number 1 Tango Bravo, descend to maintain 8,000.
Maintain 8,000, 1 Tango Bravo.
Bradley approach November 8033 Foxtrot on the ground at Brainerd, looking for wings IFR-8, IFR to Laconia. I've got local weather on board.
On request number 1.
Alright, parking brake off, manual brake test. Looks good there. Parking brake on while we wait for our clearance. Lean on a little bit while we're on the ground here. So again, I do want to thank everyone for coming in and hanging out this evening. Always a pleasure.
Remember, 1 Tango Bravo, reduce speed to 210 knots, then descend to maintain 5,000.
Reduce speed to 210 knots and descend at 5,000 for 1 Tango Bravo.
November 8033 Foxtrot, wings IFR-8 is approved, cleared to the Laconia Airport. Radar vectors Hartford, then as filed, climb and maintain 3,000, expect 6,000 5 minutes after departure. Departures with me, squawk 7372.
Clear to the Laconia Airport via radar vectors Hartford, then as filed, fly 3, expect 6 after 5, departure with you, squawk 7372, 8033 Foxtrot.
8033 Foxtrot, read back is correct, flight is ready to taxi.
We are ready to taxi, 8033 Foxtrot.
033 Foxtrot, runway 20, taxi via Charlie Hotel. Correction, via Alpha Hotel.
Runway 20 via Alpha Hotel, November 8033 Foxtrot. Via Alpha Hotel. There's Alpha Hotel that way. Runway 20 that way. So that way. Okay. Let's get a run up out of the way here. Winds. Where are our winds at? 183. So we can just kind of do this number here. Circle around, spin around, make sure there's nobody around.
Remember, 1 Tango Bravo, turn right, heading 070.
Right heading to 070, 1 Tango Bravo.
You spin me right round, baby, right round. Alright, here we go. Heading. That looks good. Run up checklist. Where are we at here? Brakes are on. Fuel is on both. Trim set for takeoff. Flight controls down on the right, up on the left, down on the left, up on the right. Elevator, rudder, fuel. rudder's working, elevator's working. Okay, mixture's best power, primer's in and locked. Alright, 1700, here we go. Brakes on. Left mag, there's our drop. Right mag, there's our drop. Carb heat, a bit of a drop. And we'll cycle the prop. 1, 2, looking for an oil pressure drop and a rise in manifold pressure. 3. Okay, that's good there. Alright, suction's in the green, oil temperature, oil pressure looks good. Okay, let's go ahead and idle back, check our friction lock. Okay, and taxi via Alpha Hotel. So we're going to be getting radar vectors to the Hartford VOR then as filed. Yeah, this must be a hot zone area or something.
Number 1 Tango Bravo, contact Bradley, approach 125.35. Good night.
125.35, 1 Tango Bravo, see you.
Bradley, approach November 8033 Foxtrot, runway 20, number 1, ready, IFR.
Number 8033 Foxtrot, wind 170 at 4, runway 20, clear for takeoff, fly runway heading.
Clear for takeoff, fly runway heading, 8033 Foxtrot. Strobes going on. Nav lights going on, IFR-8 ESB. We've got a bit of a displaced threshold here that doesn't affect our takeoff. It's only going to affect our landing. Full power, carb heat off, fuel's on both. Here we go. Ease into that power. It's going to help our rudder on our takeoff roll. Hold that right rudder in. Airspeed's coming alive. Alright, she's about to brake. Here she goes. Rotate. Positive rate. Hit the brake. Stop those wheels from spinning. Climb out at VY at runway heading. Grabbed our Norwich VOR.
Skunk 8033 Foxtrot Bradley departure, say altitude.
2,400, climbing 3,000. 8033 Foxtrot.
Skunk 8033 Foxtrot, climb and maintain 6,000, turn left direct Hartford.
Climb maintain 6,000, left direct Hartford, 8033 Foxtrot. Alright, so we're cleared as filed, so once we get to Hartford, we're good to go on our route. And once I get to Hartford, I'm gonna set my nav1 to an outbound of 053 and wait for my VOR2 needle to swing. Too far off at all. We're climbing 6,000 feet.
Skunk 33 Foxtrot, direct Gardner.
Direct Gardner, 8033 Foxtrot. Direct Gardner. Alright, we can deal with that. One 0.6. Need to fly a heading of about 040.
Bradley approach, getting in Southwest 1630, sending 15,000 across Madison of 11,000.
Southwest 1630, Bradley approach altimeter 3044, depart Madison heading 360, vector ILS runway 24 approach.
Yeah, any chance we can get RNAV 15 Southwest 1630?
Southwest 1630 on request.
Anything?
Alright, we can deal with this direct too, that's fine. Get down there.
Southwest 1630, depart Madison heading 360, vector RNAV runway 15 approaching.
From Madison heading 360 for the RNAV 15 Southwest 1630, thanks.
need to adjust the sensitivity of my trim wheel, or the input to output ratio. Just a little bit oversensitive. Alright, temperature is -7. It is below freezing. We do not have any visible moisture though, but icing is always going to be a concern in the winter for us, especially since we fell out of the sky a couple weeks ago as a result. Our next VOR is going to be the Concorde VOR. So I'm going to set that up in here on standby. Hope everyone is enjoying their Friday.
And Bradley for Southwest 1630 for that transition. It's just going to be a turn to final. Southwest 1630, I'll have another turn to put you in the right downwind and then to the final controller. Okay, no, sorry, just for the RNAV transition, Southwest 1630. Southwest 1630, affirmative. Thanks.
According to the
Man, Bradley approach.
Forget I said that.
Of Mike Charlie information.
That's going back to the Norwich BOR. We're about 26 miles north of the Norwich BOR.
Number 495, Mike Charlie, Bradley approach, depart Madison, heading 360, vector ILS runway 24 approach, Bradley altimeter 3044.
Depart Madison, heading 360, and what was the first?
The ILS runway 24.
We are 44 miles from the Gardner VOR.
Southwest 1630, descend and maintain 8,000.
About 8,000, Southwest 1630, thanks.
got out my label maker today, made some new labels. Since I'm doing a lot of real world training again, kind of road keeping, some mental reminders about gumps. Got another acronym over here for safety. Gas, undercarriage, mixture, power, seat belts. Yeah, the S could be anything. Coming in for a landing, speed, seat belts, spoilers. I use seat belts because my aircraft doesn't have spoilers. Now I suppose the P could even stand for propeller pitch, power setting. I'm way excited. I got my nav data updated in the 430 that I rarely use. But I went ahead and renewed my subscription for Navigraph. Just since that last cycle came out. I was also way excited about X-Plane, the 12, the initial first release, out of beta, the official release. I did not update yet. Probably glad I did not. There was a mishap in one of the command lines on the initial release that enables NVIDIA's Aftermath debugging software to run alongside with X-Plane, which for most people will cause a performance hit. I used to run Aftermath when I was tracking down Vulkan device lost errors so I could send those reports to Laminar. But my understanding is they're coming out for a hot fix and it should be released tomorrow for those that may have already upgraded or updated out of the beta to the initial release or just got the initial release without even being on the beta. They're getting ready to drop another one out tomorrow to correct this issue. Alright, cruise checklist, let's take a look at that. Throttle, prop, mixture, instruments, nothing on the annunciator panel. -7 degrees, fuels look good, everything is in the green. Tell you what, let's lean it out just a little bit. We are up high, and I'm gonna turn the fuel pump on, switch over to the left tank and shut the fuel pump off.
Southwest 1630, turn left heading 330, descend to maintain 5,000. 330 down to 5,000, Southwest 1630.
Alright, got our approach plate pulled up still. We have our runway localizer frequency written down, and we do.
Southwest 1630, contact Bradley, approach 125.35.
125.35, thanks for the accommodation. Have a nice 1630.
My pleasure, have a good night.
we're 76.8 miles from the Concord VOR, to give you an idea. Alright, so I've got Concord VOR on standby on nav 2. Couple bodies of water ahead of us. Now that I'm looking around, see a lot of little small lakes and ponds around here. Ground speed right now is 145, indicating 120. We must be getting a push from the rear. It's that wind's coming out at 180, so yeah, it makes sense.
Number 5 Mike Charlie, reduce speed to 210 knots, then descend and maintain 5,000.
210 knots and down to 5,000. We're in the 5 Mike Charlie.
Number 5 Mike Charlie, turn right heading 060.
Right 060 and if that helps out. If it helps out, we get to the other side.
Three miles away from Garner. Getting to be a little bit right. Go ahead and correct that now.
Number 5 Mike Charlie, turn right heading 070.
Alright, that needle starting to center again. Let's get back on our heading.
November 5 Mike Charlie, turn right heading 070. November 5 Mike Charlie, radar contact lost.
Bradley approach, Diamond, November 461 Kilo Tango 7000.
Diamond 461 Kilo Tango, Bradley approach, depart Judd's heading 070, vector ILS runway 24, Bradley altimeter 3042, Edith Lima current.
Depart Judd's heading 070, expect vectors ILS 24. We've got 3042 for the altimeter and Lima is current. We'll get back shortly. Number 1 Kilo Tango.
16 miles out now.
Departure FedEx 112 heading 220 2000 for 4000.
FedEx 112, Bradley, departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 10,000.
Climbing 10,000, FedEx 112.
FedEx 112, turn left direct Hartford.
Left turn direct Hartford, FedEx 112.
Alright, Garner, VOR, 0.6, let's tune that. Alright, Morse code matches up, so we do have the right VOR dialed in.
FedEx 112, contact Boston Center 123.75.
2375, FedEx 112.
I ordered me an iPad Mini 6 and a yoke mount. Really can't wait for those to come in. It'll keep it kind of a lot more in front of me so where I can work with it a bit more and not have to take my eyes off the outside so much. Plus the iPad Pro is kind of bulky in the real world aircraft as well.
And approach November 414 X-ray, X-ray with you, level 7000.
November 414, X-ray, X-ray, Bradley altimeter 3042.
042.
Then our Concorde is 112.9er, and I've got that on standby. So once we pass Garner, we're going to need to dial in Concorde VOR.
Skag 33 Foxtrot, contact Boston Center 123.75.
Over to center 123.75. Thank you for your service. Good evening. One, 123.75. Boston Center, November 8033 Foxtrot, level 6,000 feet.
November 8033 Foxtrot, call you back northwest 583, turn left, heading 20 degrees left, please, for traffic.
20 degrees left for traffic, 8033 Foxtrot.
583. November 8033 Foxtrot, welcome.
Oh. That's not me then. .6 miles out of Gardner's VOR. Once we cross over, we'll switch over to the Concord VOR.
November 5, Mike Whiskey, contact New York approach on 128.55. November 5, Mike Whiskey, or correction, I'm sorry, ProFlight, oh, I'm sorry.
Alright, I'd say we're pretty much over the VOR, maybe a mile out, less than a mile. Gets harder to track, get closer, it seems. Alright, let's make that switch. Heading 050, so essentially the same heading we're going to be on.
Okay, 248, sorry for the delay. The Syracuse altimeter 3015, descend to maintain 4,000.
3015, down to 4,000, Air Canada 248.
FedEx 112, contact Boston Center on 133.4. 133.4, FedEx 112.
Hey, we're flying over a cloud. Yeah, over we hit 300 the other day. Yeah, we can just make it a party in here now.
Northwest 583, traffic's no longer a factor. Clear direct Cyril. That's Charlie Yankee Romeo India Lima, and you can resume the Dean's One arrival at Cyril. Direct to Cyril and Cyril resume the Dean's One arrival.
Yeah, I was beyond myself when we hit that 300 follower number.
Southwest 312, I apologize here, Air Canada,
that was
248
amazing.
vectors for your sequence. Give me runway, ILS runway 10, turn left heading 360, you can descend and maintain 4,000.
And as far as the lights go, I can make them any color I want.
I apologize, I was getting caught up here. We got controller change just as you came into airspace.
We go red for night.
Can we get the heading again for Air Canada 248?
360, vectors for your descent.
360 at 4,000, Air Canada 248.
We can go green for step
Flight
ups.
62, contact New York Center on 132.17. 132.17, thanks for service, we'll see you 682.
And then, of course, we've always got Old Blue.
4925 is VFR, about 10 miles south of Nashville Airport in Mount Lane. November 141, correction, November 49185, Boston, hello. The Nashville altimeter is 3042, and let me get you an arrival here for a second.
Like we got some clouds coming in. We're gonna be hitting some weather.
Center, FedEx 112240. FedEx 112, you should be with Boston Center 133.45. They keep sending me back around. 112. Oh, I'm sorry, you know what, yeah, hold on a sec. Let me get you to, I'll get you to the right sector here. Try, I don't know why you're getting the wrong sector. Try 126.22. 12622, 112, that's probably the only one I haven't tried.
Alright, situational awareness, temperature still -7, still pretty cold out there. Nothing on the annunciator panel. Tell you what, let's go and switch over to our right fuel tank now. Fuel pump on, let's switch this over. Fuel pump
I'm
off.
calling it Nashville, what's it called? Bonanza 49185. Bonanza 49185, enter a right base for runway 14, report established on the right base. Right base, runway 14.
35 miles out from Concord.
Air Canada 248, turn left heading 280.
Concord VOR, that is.
Northwest 583. Stand by, he's not taking a drive. Northwest 583, contact Montreal 128.77, good night. 128.77, no, Northwest 583, good night.
So we're going to fly the full ILS 08 approach from Concord. That's going to be our plan. Does this local...
JetBlue 1012, contact Boston approach on 118.25, good night.
Alright, looks like that localizer might have DME.
JetBlue 1012, contact Boston approach 118.25.
118, say again,
Yeah. Alright, it's depicted on there, so I'm assuming so.
225.
225, JetBlue 212.
November 8033 Foxtrot, when able to see your approach request into Laconia.
We would like the full ILS 08 approach from Concord, November 8033 Foxtrot.
November 8033 Foxtrot, roger, clear direct Concord if you're not ready.
Direct Concord, November 8033 Foxtrot.
Air Canada 248, turn left heading of 180.
Okay, so from Concord, I can track that out on the 353 radio until I intercept the localizer. So I've got Concord set up VOR2, and I do. Okay. And then what I'll do is I'll have my runway...
JetBlue 1012, contact Boston approach on 118.25.
I'll have my runway localizer dialed up on nav 1. And, when my needles both swing and merge, then I should be at my initial fix there. That Nilu. Or Nilu intersection.
Canada 248 descend maintain 3000. Southwest 327, contact Bradley approach on 125.35.
Just to verify, 12535 for Southwest 327.
Affirmative.
Okay, switching. Thank you, sir.
Boston approach, band at 49185.
Flying with Mike. Welcome, buddy. Welcome, Raiders.
49185.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Mike, I meant to catch you earlier today to let you know that the initial release of 12 might not be up to par if you're on an NVIDIA card.
November, correction. November 6530 Lima, cross BD
So
at
hopefully your first dive
contact New York approach
went okay, and you didn't
120.8.
experience all the FPS issues that many people were. So welcome, Raiders. If you are new here, welcome aboard Felicity, flight training device 172 that I brought to home.
Boston Center, good evening.
We are on our wings. IFR-8 rating through Boston Virtual.
Discretion to flight up 240.
Pilot Club 410, Boston Center, hello. The Bradley altimeter 3042, cross Stella at maintain 11,000.
Copy the altimeter, cross Stella at maintain 14,000.
11,000.
11,000, Pilot Club 410.
Aircat 248 fields at your 11 o'clock, correction, yeah, your 11 o'clock at about 7 miles, report the fields. Yeah, 125, Boston level climb, maintain flight level 240. Flight level 240, 125.
Alright, okay. If we're gonna make this approach at 90 knots, we're gonna time ourselves 5 minutes and 16 seconds from that first approach point. First approach fix, I reckon, be a better term.
Flight 225, Boston Center, hello, descend via the J-Fund 2 arrival, runway 22 left. The Boston altimeter is 3046. Descend via the J-Fund 2 arrival, 22 left for flight 225. Alright, okay, 248, roger. Just gonna turn you back here to the south a little bit, get you back towards the localizer. Cut you in kind of tight there. Fly heading of 200, sorry for the bad vector. November 53 Alpha Foxtrot, Boston Center, descend via the J-Fund 2 arrival, runway 22 left, the Boston altimeter 3046.
Correct, Dreammate, we're flying the ILS 08.
22 left, remember, factor 5.
In Boston, but in the 49185, clear runway 14 at Charlie, we'll park anywhere. And aircraft in Nashville, taxi direct via Alpha. Taxi Alpha 49185, okay. Aircraft 248, descend and maintain 2000. You can fly heading of 130, join the runway 10 localized. Boston Center, hello American 202, flight level 300, descending 240, J-Fun 2 arrival. Okay, 202 Boston, hello, descend via the J-Fun 2 arrival, runway 22 left, the Boston altimeter is 3046. But you're expecting 22 left, so descend via J-Fun 2 arrival, American 202. Boston Center, Delta 2126 with you. Delta 2126 Boston, climb and maintain flight level 240.
Yeah, I did see that it's a decision altitude down there. But what I wanted to do once I passed that first approach fix is start my timer.
November 8033 Foxtrot after Concord, cleared ILS runway 8 approach, maintain cross Concord at or above 4,000.
Cross Concord at or above 4,000, cleared ILS 08 approach, November 8033 Foxtrot.
After American 5053, descending to cross south of the Syracuse Airport at 35 miles at 11,000.
I want to at least have that timer going just so I can kind of
American 5053, hello. Boston Center, hello.
figure out how to work my timer.
3015, you can expect the ILS runway 10 approach.
3015, American 5053.
The timer's functional. We've got local time. Oh, I still got to program those buttons.
248 wind, 170 gust 18, runway 10, clear land.
Well, I guess I spoke too soon. So I just changed out my chronometer in here.
Direct Stella right now.
So it's now backlit, and I forgot to program my buttons again.
And
So
Club 410.
we're not going to be timing it this go around.
Stella at 11,000.
Understand. Stella at 11,000. Pilot Club 410.
But previously my chronometer over here wasn't backlit, and it was kind of hard to see. So now it's backlit, but I forgot to program my buttons. So I'll have to make a note to do that.
United 125, contact Boston Center 126.22.
16.22, United 125.
Boston Center, November 8, 3 Lima Delta with a request.
8993 Lima Delta, go ahead for your request.
893 Lima Delta, we'd like the RNAV runway 36, circle to land 18 into Echo Foxtrot Kilo.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
November 893 Lima Delta, roger, are you able to go direct to Menifee, Lima Uniform, November Foxtrot India?
I did notice that that was actually lower than my 4200 here.
Roger, and November 893 Lima Delta, cross Menifee at or above 4,800, cleared RNAV runway 36 approach, circle to land runway 1.
But I wasn't going to question them since he technically owns the airspace.
Circle land 18.
Can you get that frequency again, United 125?
126.22.
126.22.
If that was WestJet 716 checking in Boston Center, hello, climb maintain flight level 240.
Alright, so let's go ahead and we're 4.4 miles from Concord.
Boston Center, climb
So let's start a descent.
240.
Carpet out. Let's just pull rich. Fuel on both. And let's prop high. Power back.
Delta 2126, if I didn't give it to you, climb maintain flight level 360.
Climb and maintain flight level 360, Delta 2126.
Air Canada 248, welcome to Syracuse. Taxi to parking at your discretion. You can cross runway 33. American 5053, fly heading of 350, descend and maintain 6,000 vectors to...
Heading 350 and down to 6,000 American 5053.
42.9. Alright, so that's still good there.
Center 893 Lima Delta, leaving 8,000 for 5,000.
November 89 Lima 3 Lima Delta, roger. No traffic observed between you and the Newport Airport. Report IFR cancellation in the air on the ground this frequency. Frequency change approved.
Roger, frequency change approved.
So, despite what he told me at or above 4,000, I'm not going to go below 4,200 because I honestly don't know if he's testing me or not. But, yeah, I'm just going to fly it according to the chart here.
WestJet 716, contact the center on 126.22. Good night.
126.22, WestJet 716, have a good weekend.
Southwest 998, same for you. Contact Boston Center on 126.22.
Okay.
Alright, 126.22 for Southwest 998. Good night.
If he has me on radar, he can just send me lower than the published safe altitudes.
American 5053, turn right, heading 010.
010.
Okay, where we at? 4,800?
Delta 2126, maintain flight level 230 for now.
Maintain flight level 230, Delta 2126.
Kilo Charlie Oscar November Airport information Tango 0214 Zulu weather wind calm visibility 10.
1957 Boston. United 1957, where are you? Any other off frequency?
Okay, let's get this runway localizer set up here.
Yeah, where are you? Maybe I can get you on the right.
108.5.
Pro flight 225, contact Boston approach 118.25.
11825, pro flight 225, connect.
Was that UPS 1063 checking in?
Yeah, I apologize. I didn't hear the other aircraft. We're with you through 6,000.
UPS 1063 Boston, hello. Climb and maintain.
Alright, localizer for the runway is dialed in.
What do you direct
108.5. Okay.
It's Charlie Tango Romeo.
UPS 1063, turn left direct Hancock. That's Hotel November Kilo. Climb maintain flight level 400.
We're at Hancock, climb maintain flight level 400, UPS 1063 heading.
I don't understand
Code 4
what this symbol
Bradley
means right
approaching
here.
now on 125.35.
Because if I didn't know any better, I would say that VOR was actually further south than I thought it was.
53 descend and maintain 4 down.
But yeah, I'm not sure what that double squiggly lightning bolt line is exactly. Alright, we just captured there. So once our needle centers here, and as long as we're still centered here, then...
November 8033 Foxtrot, no traffic observed between you and the Laconia Airport. Report IFR cancellation in the air or on the ground on this frequency. Frequency change approved. Have a safe landing.
Okay, we'll report our IFR cancellation with you once on the ground, and we will talk to you soon. Frequency change approved, November 8033 Foxtrot. One, 2.8. Just because I want to know exactly how far I am. 15 miles, okay. So then that makes sense when I had to set my VOR2 back to the from in order to get my bearings straight, because apparently I was already northwest of that VOR, and it's not exactly where that is on the plate here. Okay, that makes a lot more sense to me. I thought I was going crazy there for a minute trying to track this thing. Alright, good to know. Double squiggly lines is an extension, I guess. Laconia traffic, November 8033 Foxtrot, 12 miles west on the ILS-08 approach. Laconia. So I don't want to be below 3100 at the W1. Wine will be 3100. And our carpete's still on for a descent here. That's what I thought. It should be 4200. I guess because he cleared me to cross Gardner or Concord below the 4200. But I guess I'm on my own, so I should follow this approach. Okay, there we are. There, she's starting to swing in. Alright, so there's our fix. Okay. There's our heading. How we looking? So we are a little bit low, so let's hang out here, and we're a little bit left. Carpet off for now. We're going to stay at this altitude till that horizontal needle starts to come down. Then let's steer just a little bit right to capture that center line. So, okay, Dreamnet, I probably should have stayed at maybe 4,000 until I was actually on the actual approach to ascent. Okay, understood. Laconia traffic, November 8033 Foxtrot, 10 miles out on the 08 localizer approach Laconia. Right. Oh, so now we're cleared. We can make our descent. Carpet back on, power back. And I'm looking for a continuous descent. So let's pitch for 90. Trim for this. A little bit high. A little bit right. A little bit left, I should say. We need to go a little bit right. Alright, looking good there. About 600 to 700 feet per minute. Descent. So once we stop here, it is going to be our last stop. This flight took longer than I expected it to, honestly. Guess I should have looked at the distance first. But I think we'll pass this one. Carpeet's still on, fuel's on both. What else we got on our descent checklist here real quick? Mixture, fuel, rich, pop high.
Kilo, Lima, Charlie, India, airport information, Victor, 0314, Zulu, weather, wind, calm, visibility, 10, sky clear, temperature, -3, dew point, -5, altimeter, 3041, advise on initial contact that you have information, Victor.
Alright, Dreamnet, as always, appreciate
Kilo,
it
Lima,
so
Charlie,
much.
India, airport
You have yourself a wonderful evening,
0314,
and we'll
Zulu,
talk to you later,
weather,
buddy.
wind, calm, visibility.
November 824M pilot, yep, was just on with Boston Center. I'll be talking to them again soon to cancel my IFR flight plan once they're on the ground. And best of luck on the Wings VFR-6 for you. tell you, these programs or ratings are great. I've learned so much from the extremely friendly, Twitch aviation community and some of the Discord servers that I'm in. Just the flight simulation community as a whole. 90 knots, looking good there. Got a good descent profile. We're on the glide slope. (921 Charlie Tango). I'll be sure to keep a listen out for you. I won't be on center too long once I land on the ground. But if I don't hear you, again, I wish you the best of luck on Boston Wings VFR-8. 2 red, 2 white. Alright, we're on the glide slope. 5 miles out. Well, starting to get a little bit right, a little bit low. Let's get this corrected here. Doesn't take much. Let's put some power in, stop this descent for just a bit. Until we re-establish that descent. Alright, there we are. Pull some power back out. Two red, two white, still doing alright. Pull some power out, put some power in. Nuts, still looking good. Tell you what, we're about a little closer than I would be being the numbers. Let me get 10 degrees of flaps. We'll prepare for this bubble up so we don't lose our glide slope. I think it's kind of funny that the approach lights there are kind of in the middle of this body of water, it looks like. Oh, we're a bit high. Pull that power out. How we are. How we looking? How we looking? Power in. Power in. Alright, a little low. Let's fly these needles all the way down to the runway. All the way down to the runway. Little low, add some power. Pull some power out. Alright, our airport and runway environment's made. Let's go ahead and set her down. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Don't land the plane, don't land the plane, don't land the plane. And by not landing the plane, we had a great landing. Okay. And we're going to exit right here off to our right. Yep. Yeah, looks like there's some more amenities off to our right than there may be to the left. Or they could just be private hangars that we don't have access to. I have no idea. Alright, let me get back over to Boston.
5 Boston Center, climb and maintain flight level.
Laconia traffic, November 8033 Foxtrot is clear runway 08, Laconia. Right, and we will pull off right here. Boston Center, November 8033 Foxtrot, on the ground at Laconia. Please go ahead and cancel my IFR flight plan.
November 8033 Foxtrot, IFR cancellations received 0347 Zulu, and I just want to confirm your wings IFR number 8.
Roger, is what we went for this evening, wings IFR 8, 8033 Foxtrot.
Yeah, congratulations on passing. I'll put that through for you right now.
Excellent, thank you, and you have yourself a wonderful evening, November 8033 Foxtrot.
Good night.
Alright.
Boston Center, November 4421 Charlie at 7,000.
Awesome. Good deal.
November 4421 Charlie, Boston, hello. The natural altimeter is 3042.
Alright.
3042.
Let's go ahead and secure our aircraft, and
American 1366, Boston approach on 118.25, see you later.
we'll head over to one of these hangars for a bit, chit-chat for a couple minutes, and then we'll have to call it a night. Park and brake on. Flaps going up, lights going off. G5's going off. Avionics off. Mixture to lean, max, master. Alright, let's get our attack time. 81.9. One 1.9. So we got 2.2. And what's that say? I still need to get a light to put over that thing. 2567.6. Two 567.6. Okay, that works there. And that confirms up. All right. Okay. Pick up my pen that I dropped on the floor. I'll see you in the FBO for debriefing.
Well, there we have it. Another great flight tonight. I want to thank everyone for coming in. We started off with some pattern work at Long Island, MacArthur. Some members of the Virtual USA Flying Club were running the airport out there, so I did some pattern work, try and work on keeping our patterns a bit more rectangular as opposed to oval. But we had calm winds, so it was easier to do than I had hoped it was going to be. And then off for our Wings IFR-8 with Boston Virtual ARTCC, which is also an excellent learning flight. I learned I'm always learning something about either how to read an IFR approach plate or things of that sort. And as I said when we were flying, it's a very, very friendly community in the flight simulation world, and I can't thank you all enough for the knowledge and insights and advice that you've provided and continue to provide. Jet Pilot Cinnamon, he came in with cheered 100 bits, so again, thank you for that, and got a raid from Flying with Mike. So check out both of them on Twitch. Both of them are really fun to watch, Jet Pilot Cinnamon and Flying with Mike. If you don't follow them already, please go ahead and give them a follow. So yeah, other than that, let's see, learning wise, I learned a couple things actually. Where were we at here? Where were we at? We were looking at procedures, approach. There it is. Yeah, so this little zigzaggy, double zigzaggy line, I learned that it's just an extension. It's like it's stitching the line together. So if I were to close that plate, that Concorde VOR is actually a lot farther away than what I expected it to be. So that was interesting and fun to find out. The rest of it was pretty straightforward. No big surprises. We did get that direct garner earlier, but we were prepared for that with our frequencies, and we just dialed that in and headed direct there. So I think that's it. I want to thank everyone for coming in this evening, hanging out. It's always a good time. Flying is fun for me, but always more fun when it's more than one. You all make that happen, and I can't thank you enough. So until our next regularly unscheduled flight, it's going to be a Monday evening, most likely. Hope you all take care and stay safe, and have yourself a wonderful, wonderful weekend. It is Friday, 2nd December, 2022. Y'all take care and good night. Who can we send you to? Who can we... Let's see... Alright, I'm going to send you over to my good friend Peter Mooney, who's in Microsoft Flight Simulator, or he's most likely flying in the California area. Send you over there, and like I said, you all take care and stay safe, and again, we'll see you later.